Hey, everybody. Welcome to TCG time.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm Bill, and as always, I'm joined by my brother Jake.
Hello.
And today we're here to talk about some Magic the Gathering and Pokemon the TCG.
Oh, yeah. Super excited.
Yeah, dude. Wow.
New set just came out.
It's been a little bit since we did this.
It has been.
And we rapidly are learning that we need to do it weekly.
Yeah. So much happens in the scene that it's just like, hey, you can't keep up otherwise. Like, I don't know. We had like a 1 or 2 week hiatus from this, and like quickly our news became old news.
Pages. I know.
Yeah.
It's all old news. But you know what? That doesn't matter. We're a timeless show, and you come here to just get our opinions anyway.
It's true.
Just to know what we think. We're somewhat timely.
Somewhat timely.
Yeah. We're like, F-class journalists. Don't worry about it. But you can see everything The Arcade Bros related at www.thearcadebros.com.
It's true.
And you can get a hold of us at arcadebrospodcast@gmail.com and also thearcadebrospodcast @protonmail.com.
Whoa.
Yeah, unveiling that real quick.
Damn. It's new.
Yeah. Also at The Arcade Bros on Instagram. If you ever pull any cool cards, want to show us, we always like to see it.
Yeah,
tag us, show us cool stuff.
Show us some sweet cards.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah. We also have a YouTube channel where we post this show, and this show is going to be a first. Usually when we do this show, we have been struggling production-wise to figure out exactly how to fill the void on YouTube, because this is primarily an audio podcast.
Yeah.
And, it can go kind of long in the tooth, and we don't really have anything to play on YouTube, so it's just a static picture. Yet some of you like to listen to the show there. So this one, what I'm going to do is at some point in, I don't know, say like 5 or 10 minutes, once we start talking about stuff, I am going to start playing a little bit of a box opening from a set of Throne of Eldraine.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I got a box for my birthday,
Unboxing.
and I also got a collector's booster. So there's no commentary. I didn't actually record commentary to these. Who are these two weirdos on YouTube, and what are they doing? Hey, doggy, stop.
Well, one of them is Jason Page.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Pikachu
that's the Pikachu guy.
He's got the tie that's floating.
And that's the podcast pup Mila. She's mad because she just got her bone stolen.
Just being a brat.
Go get it. It's all for you.
It's right there.
Yeah, she's kind of a pocket monster. Shit. What the fuck was I saying? I keep losing my place because the dogs distract me, dude. It was happening in the other show we made too. God damn it.
Oh man, yeah, we're just talking about like the new format and how you're gonna have the
yes.
unboxing video in the background.
Sorry. Yes,
so it gives you something for your eyes to do, not just your ears.
Exactly. And another thing that's coming. So if you listen to episode 47 of the main show's podcast, titled Diablo 4 and Pokemon Sword and Shield, we were talking about that we're going to start reading the Pokemon TCG codes on the actual show.
Yeah.
That's not this show.
No.
That will be TCG time episode 4 is when we're going to start that.
True.
So we will have the same opening embedded into the YouTube video, as well as we're going to read the code. So, just a little bit of a give back to you guys who like to support us. So I feel like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a reward. You can get your, you can get like a free booster pack in the Pokemon TCG online game. So,
which is pretty sweet.
Hell yeah.
And I wish Magic did that. But they do not. That would be awesome.
That's one thing that I
would hoard them all, though.
I hope they do in the next version too of the game, if there is a next version. I hope they keep continuing that.
Oh, isn't that one of your news points? We have a bunch of news.
That will be one of my news points.
This show will be broken up into roughly, I guess we'll call it actually no, I'm sorry. This is experimental again.
It is.
I forgot what we said before. I almost said something completely different. This show, normally we've been trying to do it like we'll go Magic first, then we'll talk about Pokemon. I think this time we're going to try to go like Magic point, Pokemon point. It might be confusing. I don't know if it's the best way to do things, but I feel like it's the best way to make it feel like a conversation as opposed to just someone giving a dissertation for X amount of minutes about some random news points.
Yeah, we want to try it out
a little better back and forth.
And then you can give us your feedback and let us know what you think of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Afterwards.
So I guess we'll get right into it. We didn't roll a dice to see who gets to go first, but I have something too exciting, so I'm going. Oko got banned.
I was going to make you go first anyway. What?
No,
oh, shit.
I'm just kidding. That didn't happen.
Damn.
Not yet. Just in Brawl. Just in Brawl.
You would have been so happy about
No, he got banned in Brawl because people were playing. All right, so Brawl is kind of like Commander.
Yeah.
So I got to get you playing this fucking game. This is the one thing that I love doing TCG time, but I just wish you played and I wish I played.
Yeah.
I
wish I had the time to play.
I know, dude. Just tell me about it. Well, you got to stop playing random farm sim games all day. Get in some Magic. Oko got banned in Brawl because, he's annoying. You put your commander out there and he turns it into an elk, and then it just sits there and does nothing.
Shit.
Yeah, because usually if your commander dies, it goes back into the command zone, and then it gets attacks on it. Every turn, then it goes back there, it gets more of attack, so you can keep replaying it.
Okay.
But if he turns it into an elk, like you have to like either kill it to get it back. It's way more of a pain in the ass.
Damn.
Yeah, it sucks. So he got banned in Brawl, but Field of the Dead got banned in Standard, which is cool. Not really. The tournament happened, and then everybody was basically playing a Golos deck. So the long and short of it is Standard is a fucking fuck show. Everybody is basically waiting for them to ban Oko in Standard, but they think, I don't know, man. It's all over the place. It's either going to be Oko or it's going to be this other card, Nissa, or I think I've complained about her to you before too.
I think so, yeah.
Dude, I complain about a lot of cards. Or it's going to be, I don't know, maybe Hydroid Krasis. I doubt it. I don't. Yeah, he's good, but he takes away some of the top end of the deck that everybody's playing. That's super annoying. It's like the Oko deck, the turn 2 Oko deck. Remember when I was railing about him a few shows back?
Yeah.
Yeah, that became
the broken red decks and all that too.
Yeah, well, dude, the red deck. I mean, you know what? To be honest with you, I haven't been playing Standard. I haven't. I've been playing on Magic Online. No, I've been playing on Magic Online. I've been playing Modern. And there's another new format they just announced. I mean, there's been so many news things. We're hitting them all right now in the first 7 minutes of the damn show. We're not even supposed to be doing that. We're supposed to be going back and forth.
Oh, shit.
Damn it. Guess we're doing Magic first.
I guess so.
Fuck everything we just said. But yeah, anyway, so they banned Field of the Dead. That was that card that made the zombies. Remember I was telling you about it?
Yeah.
It was super annoying and everybody was using it.
Yeah.
All right, so since that left, they basically just kept playing the same deck and just added a couple other cards and just kept going. Like they just added Oko to the deck pretty much, and now it's like Oko, Golos, and a bunch of other crap. Same day. It's super annoying. Standard is garbage right now. So Wizards basically announced a new format. It's called Pioneer. It's everything from Return to Ravnica up to now. So it's like not as expensive as Modern.
Okay.
People have been having a lot of fun online with it. I don't know what deck to play yet. I'm still looking around.
Oh god, yeah, I bet Modern's like super expensive.
Modern is pretty expensive. I'm actually playing Modern right now.
Yeah.
And I my deck is a budget deck. I had to go budget. I went budget white black. Aristocrats. So that basically means I put out a bunch of little shitty creatures.
Yeah.
Then I sacrifice them all. And then while this other creature is in play, it makes it so each one of the ones that dies drains you for 1 life and gives me 1 life.
Huh.
So it's like, it's fun. It works. Yeah. I've gotten some wins. I got 1 game off a Tron deck, which was pretty cool. I mean, he was running very badly, and I won. So that was cool. I ran good, he ran bad. But I only got 1 game off him. And since then, I have yet to win against another Tron matchup. But dude, I'm having a lot of fun. with modern and just ignoring standard as a thing. I'm probably going to sell all my standard cards really soon. Yeah, I have no interest in playing. But tell me about some Pokemon stuff, dude. I feel like I'm just rambling here to somebody completely uninterested in everything I'm saying.
What makes you think I'm uninterested?
Oh, no, I'm just
I
don't know. It's like when it's just, when you start to get like, you're about to start getting super hyper specific about something, and then you realize that like you're kind of just doing it for like the audience, not the person you're having a conversation with. And then you like back off it because like you feel like that's kind of rude to your conversation partner.
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird thing that calculation I just had in my brain.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I just got tomahawked to my face. So so maybe I'm just like overanalyzing stuff.
Could be, it's fine. But yeah,
coffee's good. I love coffee. Coffee's good.
All right, so I guess I'll talk about like
tell me some stuff, dude.
So Cosmic Eclipse was just released on November 1st. It was very exciting. It's the largest set in the series to date with like 271 cards.
You were telling me before that. Is this like that other one that's a combination of? Like in Japan, there are a bunch of smaller sets. So
yeah.
So how many
they tend
are in?
To release a little bit more frequently.
How many are in this set compared to the Japanese release?
That's a good question. I don't know.
See, I always catch you off guard with these questions, dude.
I didn't bother to check the Japanese set because I'm not going to buy any.
But wouldn't they somehow be more valuable? Maybe
not really.
No,
not here. No.
Okay.
Because most of your cards that are worth more are going to be used in competitive, and that's why they're more expensive because they're more sought after.
Yeah, I see.
And all that. I mean, they're not worth nothing, but probably not as much as like something that somebody's going to want to actually use in like a tournament or something. I mean, the collectible ones fetch a good amount of money.
Because in Magic, like for instance, in Modern Horizons, that set that I talk about ad nauseum, the Russian versions of because Russian versions of the cards, like so the print run of the Russian language is smaller than pretty much anywhere else. So it makes the rarer cards in that language just that much more valuable.
Okay.
So like Ren in 6, that card that I pulled out of that booster and I got all excited because it used to be worth like $100.
Yeah.
The Russian one of those is worth like $300, like foil. You know,
just because there's like less of them, like less of a
run
of them?
There's a less run of them, and it's just way rarer in general. So I thought that maybe like somehow like because the Japanese are smaller sets, that maybe not a lot of the same product. Like so like. Maybe it's more popular there.
Yeah.
So more of the product is getting cracked there, so the shit doesn't have a value. Yeah. I was thinking smaller sets, maybe not a lot of it's getting cracked.
No, almost all of it. I would say is probably whatever they release is probably getting bought. Yeah.
Never mind that then. Fuck that shit.
It's I actually imagine it's probably more oversaturated there a little bit.
Yeah, so it's probably less valuable there. So it's not even people don't want it here.
But
unless it's like, Charizard. Fucking Charizard.
Fucking Charizard.
He's in Sword and Shield, did you know?
Yeah.
You would know if you listen to episode 47 of the Arcade Bros. Whoops.
It's true.
Sorry. I didn't mean to hit that.
And then also just on the Cosmic Eclipse thing, it's also the last set of Sun and Moon. They're doing away with it. They the next set will be the Sword and Shield game, which I don't think they've started like necessarily working on it yet, but if they do soon, there's like a 3-month gap. Like whatever set they get in Japan, 3 months later we get it.
Okay, so my question about that is like, what will be in the card set? Will it be based off the video games Pokédex, or is it just totally its own thing?
I think so. I think it's gonna probably be based. They'll have some monsters from like some older sets, obviously, but they'll be getting new cards in the new set. But I think they're going to be adding obviously Pokemon from the new Galarian Pokedex. So you'll be getting like Sobble trading cards and shit like that. Zacian and Zamazenta, which they've already showed off. Actually, just they didn't have any.
You're
of the
always
stats
gonna
listed.
say that word and make me look bad, don't you?
What's that?
Zuzabshi and Zamazema.
Yeah.
Yummy Yama. Zama. Whatever the fuck you said.
And of course, they're adding a new card to the format too. Instead of first was EX with X and Y, I think, and then Sun and Moon was GX cards, and I guess the new set, the Sword and Shield one, I guess the big thing is the V cards. So get ready
They're virgins.
Get ready to play those V cards.
They're all virgins. I'm gonna take your V card. A lot of people are getting deflowered in this game, guys.
Taking your V card.
Taking your V card, dude. Wait, what? You're doing? Oh, my head so. Oh no.
So yeah, I guess that's my one
insert.
thing.
Okay.
And if, of course I have more, but if you want to do the flip floppy thing, I'm gonna pass the ball back to you.
I already said all my things before.
Oh, you did?
No, I got another one.
Well, I mean, you could extrapolate
All right,
on some
ready?
of the ones you said a little bit more too.
Yeah, true. I got another one though.
What's
So since I mentioned that they announced a new format called Pioneer, so my modern cards, the cards that I was all excited that were increasing in value and like I was super excited about, and I have quite a collection of in the other room and shit.
Yeah.
All their prices fucking tanked.
Oh,
Like
shit.
right into the fucking toilato. Modern's gonna die, bro.
That stuff happens so fast in cards too, like the appreciation, depreciation, like the speculative market of it all. It just happens so
400.
fast.
You can like make 400% on a card in a day. Is nuts, dude. Sometimes they go from like a quarter to like $5.
Yeah, and then the next day it's worth nothing.
That doesn't happen as frequently.
Yeah,
But yeah, sometimes
it can happen though.
It can. But this is the way this works though. Is like so. It's a supply and demand thing. So like the way the market works is like this new format was announced. The cards in like people are basically thinking that the way Wizards is gonna support the tournament format for the Pro Tour is gonna have a bunch of events in this Pioneer format.
Okay.
And it doesn't have a lot of modern. Modern was the ones that they were the events at the tournaments that the pros were playing. So it would be modern and like standard and occasionally like legacy, which is like the really, really expensive old cards.
Yeah.
So
Oh
modern is like
legacy. Holy shit.
it's the difference between modern and legacy is the revised the list and the like the other band lists. And like so the wicked expensive cards aren't in modern basically, like the Power 9 and shit.
Okay.
And like some other stuff. So like this set it's basically the first 20 years of Magic gone. So it's a bunch of the modern stuff cut out. So what they think is going to happen is that modern is going to turn into legacy for the way the tournament works. And then that Pioneer is going to occupy the spot that modern used to occupy.
That kind of makes sense. I mean, because like you said, modern is getting pretty long in the tooth, huh?
Well, it's just expensive, but I like it.
Going on years wise, like you said, it goes
it's supposed to be.
back, right?
Well, it's eternal. It's supposed to be eternal. That's the whole point. You're supposed to go there to do the most broken shit.
Oh, okay.
Like that's the whole point of the format. You're supposed to go there. Well, it's not quite. Legacy is like you go there and you die before you even take a turn. Okay. Modern's like you go and you play and like you basically die between like turn 2 and 3.
Okay.
Standard is like you die around like turn 7 or 8. Mm-hmm. So Pioneer is like you die around like turn 3 or 4 is kind of like where it's going.
Okay, so it's like an in between.
Yeah, kind of.
It's like a go between modern and like standard.
Yeah. But the thing is like so a lot of people like sense that coming and they play professionally and they play on the tournament circuit. So they're like a lot of the cards that are staples in modern are not in Pioneer, but the next like 3 tournaments are all in Pioneer. So everybody sold their modern cards to get Pioneer cards.
Flooded out the market. Shit.
So fucking it basically tanked. All those people that just bought Modern Horizons basically just sold out of Modern Horizons. Like right now. Yeah, it blows. It really kind of fucked me. Damn. But the cool thing is like after this initial period of people buying like into Pioneer and selling out of Modern, it'll probably stabilize because nobody's going to be open in Modern Horizons now. Like people are going to be looking for like Return to Ravnica and on boosters to like make Pioneer decks. So, I mean, my cards, like in 2 years, like when Modern is basically Legacy now, will be worth money again. So, like, you know, whatever. It's cool. I'll just keep them in a closet. That's what you do, I guess. But I'm going to sell all my standard cards, like, ASAP. Like that Oko card, he's dropping. He's, like, tanking. People are they're like, we know he's getting banned, and they're selling out, like, fast. Damn. He was worth, like, fucking $70 the other day. I think he's worth, like, 30-something now.
You'd probably love it if it got banned.
I would. I'd play standard again. I hate him.
Yeah.
Hey, stop that puppy.
Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here.
She's knocking the mic stand. Your turn.
All right. So, speaking of tournaments and stuff, and cash, I just want to bring up an article real quick about the travel stuff for tournaments and regionals and all that. So, changes to play Pokemon Travel Awards. Basically, players who qualify for travel awards will now be prepaid for their travel expenses rather than in post, which already seems better because then, you know, you can buy your tickets with that money and not have to like hope that you're going to be reimbursed.
Wait, hold up. So real quick. So they reimburse people who play in their tournaments, the professional tournaments?
Yeah, the people that they like invite.
Magic just stopped doing that this year.
Oh, really?
But they added more prize pool.
Oh, all right.
I don't know if it evens out, but yeah, everybody used to get a flight, but now like it's not like that. But continue. Sorry.
Oh no worries. So if you're out of this is travel award amounts pre-tax. So if you're out of region and age 18 plus, it's $3,500 for travel. In region is $2,000. If you're under age 18, it's $5,000 for out of region and $2,500 if you're in region.
That's what they'll cover?
Yeah. So the 2020 championship series will see changes to how the travel awards will be dispersed for
the younger kids, probably because they have to go with a guardian.
Yeah.
That's why it's $5,000.
I was thinking that too. I'm like, why the hell is it so much more?
It's more.
And like, oh yeah, because they have to.
They have to bring the
else.
parent.
Yeah. So they'll change how it's dispersed to Latin America, Oceania, and Europe International Championships.
Wait, Oceania, like in...
Yeah, like Australia.
Like in 1984?
No.
What? It's real now? Real?
It's always been real. It's Australia, bro.
What? Oceania's Australia, dude?
Yeah, like, you know.
New Zealand and shit?
Yeah, New Zealand. The Shire.
Fucking Kiwis.
The Shire, kid.
Dude, those things make my tongue, like, freak out.
Yeah.
Like, if I eat kiwi, like, all my taste buds get really big and, like, stand up. And it hurts.
Weird.
Yeah, it sucks, dude. Same thing happens when I eat balsamic vinegar.
Damn, dude.
It's fucking stupid.
Weird.
All right, well, that's cool.
Players who qualify will receive the flat travel award amount prior to the event, which, I mean, that makes more sense, I think, because that way, you know, you're not hoping that you're going to get it and get it quickly afterwards, after the fact. Let's see. Players will now be fully responsible for booking their own hotel and travel, and the amount based on the age, blah, blah, blah. So that's cool. That was my thing, because it was like you were talking about tournaments and talking about money, so it seems to make sense. Also, players who finish 5th through 16th in the Pokemon TCG or 5th through 8th in the VGC are eligible to earn a $1,000 travel stipend paid after the event. So it seems like the better you do, you get even more incentive. So
they're really like investing in the tournament scene there, huh?
Yeah, I think they're definitely trying to like build it up a little bit and have more people go. And you know,
I mean, that's cool.
If people have to worry a little bit less about travel, they're more likely to go, I feel like. So that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. Especially when they're doing these large ass regional qualifier tournaments like that.
That like last days.
Yeah, that's nuts. Okay. My turn?
Yes, sir.
All right. Maybe I think we might have touched on this last show a little bit, but this is kind of more of a general topic. I don't know how often your game bans cards, but my game bans cards frequently. Mm-hmm. And I just want to talk about the power vacuum, like when a card is banned and sometimes how sometimes like the reliance on the fact that you can ban something isn't a good substitute for proper game design in the first place.
Right, like putting the proper thought into it first, rather than being able to think you can fix it in post.
Exactly.
It's like Morimoto. No, what the fuck? Shit. Never mind.
All right.
Watch.
Think about it and say it if you think
Sure.
of it. The Miyamoto
Miyamoto thing. Yeah.
I know what you're thinking of, but I forget the words.
It's
of
like
the quoting, the wording.
It's pretty much like saying, to delay a game so that it's good later is better than releasing a broken game and then trying to fix it later, essentially.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I agree with that, essentially. And it doesn't really work when you have to print cards.
Or no, it's like a bad game is bad forever or some shit.
Because think of the logistics and like the way Magic works or your game works. For instance, Pokemon works. Like you have to like design they design these sets like 2 years in advance. Then it takes like a whole bunch of time to print them. Then they have to distribute them to locations.
Yeah.
And then they distribute so it's like it's a very long process. So
it takes a lot of time.
A long-winded saying way of saying that their R&D playtesting team should be, and I'm gonna say should here because like this is like I feel like this is true. Like they should be very diligent in what they put out. Like in a way, they should be almost hypersensitive to it. Like things like
some better quality control.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like things like Oko shouldn't exist, dude.
Yeah,
the last couple sets of Magic have been just fucking
like when you were telling me that, I was like,
insane.
I'm like, who the hell thought that would be a good idea? Like that wouldn't just completely break everything.
and it's like if that stuff is built into the set, it's like it's gonna get played. It's like it's not gonna get played. It's like
it's not even a question. It's going to happen.
People like to win.
Yep.
Is the best way to win to use that card? Yes. Well, it's going to get played. So just banning it doesn't necessarily because here's the thing. It's like a cascade. In this particular scenario with the way Magic is right now and the way that the like decks line up, it's like, okay, you ban Field of the Dead. Then Golos is everywhere. Okay? Golos is everywhere. You ban Field of the Dead. Golos is still everywhere. Even though you ban Field of the Dead, he's just got like Oko in his deck now. and like the Oko deck is everywhere. Like Oko's in 3 or 4 decks right now.
Damn.
Right? Okay. And then there's the red deck. And then there's like one other deck kind of. And like if you just ban the one card, it's like the other annoying ass thing just comes to the forefront.
Comes to replace it, yeah.
And it's like in no matter how many cards, and then suddenly you've banned 10 or 12 cards. And it's still some permutation of the first annoying thing anyway, because they figured out how to make it work, but with just like a different engine in it or something.
Shit. Yeah.
So it goes back to the original point of like, man, you guys gotta like, they gotta like take the power creep level and just like stop.
Just do it right the first time.
Just stop. Well, just not even that, but just like that's too not specific enough.
Yeah.
They need to like at the very least take the power creep. Like, the Oko is the most powerful 3-mana planeswalker ever printed, period. There should not be 3-mana planeswalkers anymore. All of them have been problematic and make unfun gameplay, like, to play verse. Like, Teferi, 3-Fairy, he's a 3-cost planeswalker. He's in, like, so many decks in so many formats. He's fucking omnipresent. He's everywhere since he's been printed.
Yeah, I know. And that was from, I think I pulled that one and I was like super excited because like it was pretty valuable at the time. No, everybody wanted it.
You pulled the other one. You pulled Big Fairy. You pulled the big dude who was worth 40.
Yeah.
You pulled him and you pulled the other Phoenix, not Arclight, but the Rekindling.
Yeah.
Which was cool because we were playing like an Ixalan draft, so it was fun.
That was cool. Yeah, that was fun.
But like, so, like they need to just kind of just stop making things that strong at that early low mana cost. Like they need to go back to having a little more conservative game design because the power creep has been insane lately. Everything that's printed from now on, it's just going to keep going. Like it can't stop.
It's actually kind of similar into what's going in my game too.
It's gonna look bad. Like you can't now print a weak set after you just printed Throne of Eldraine with some of the most push cards ever.
Yeah,
because like the new cards won't get used, and then suddenly we're in a 2-year rotation where like fucking like half one set's just not getting used because it's garbage except for like 3 cards, and then like nobody buys it and they lose a ton of money. And it's like they're in this vicious loop of like power creep, power creep, power creep, power creep, power. Fuck, everybody's
doesn't
upset.
seem like
we
they can get out of it.
It's really kind of rough, dude.
It's gonna be hard to get out of it too because they just keep doing it. They've been doing it, and it's just built up so big.
So what they did,
I feel like with my with Pokemon, it's been kind of similar with the power creep and stuff. But at least they get to kind of like start over with a clean slate. I feel like when the Sword and Shield cards come out, because it's like, well, Sun and Moon's over, so you can kind of like. Put an end to the power creep and then just start over.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like
at least there's that built into there.
Yeah, it's like when Blizzard did this with World of Warcraft too. The numbers were so big that they like rolled everything back to make everything be like 1,000 damage again when everything was like 1,000,000 damage.
Yeah, I remember.
They did some weird shit like that.
Shit.
But yeah, no, man, I don't know. It's a very unfun, and people are upset, and the event attendance has been down a wicked lot. And like this Pioneer format, everybody's hyped for because it's broken and fun and creative, and it's kind of like a blank canvas, and you can like anything kind of goes, and the meta really isn't established yet, and you can brew, and you have freedom, and the cards aren't uber expensive. I mean, they're expensive, but they're not uber expensive.
Yeah,
like you can make a fucking $1,000 Pioneer deck easily, but
this is like, I don't know.
It's just the standard.
Sounds pretty ideal.
Standard sick, bro. Standard sick, man. Pioneer's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it sounds like it's gonna fix a lot of the problems.
All right,
of modern, like you said.
That's about all I got on Power Vacuum abandoned cards. You got another one?
I do.
All right, go for it, brother.
Speaking of banning cards, let's see here. Let's see. As of August. Oh, not August. As of October. As of October 17th has come and gone.
Yeah.
Shit.
Whoops.
Prepare for the 2020 Championship Series competitions by reviewing the latest rules and regulations. So, October 17th, Pokemon has updated the rules and regulations for the 2020 series and everything. They're encouraging players as well as Pokemon professors to learn the new rules and regulations. So
what's a Pokemon professor? Is that a judge?
Yes, that's what they call.
That's what they call the judges.
Okay. Yeah. So they are wanting them to learn the rules and regs, which they just released. They're making a lot of pretty wide sweeping changes. You can find that on the Pokemon TCG website, on the official website.
Since it's been a while since those changes, how have the changes been received? Do you know yet?
I don't know yet. No. I haven't heard anything too major about it. And usually when the community's quiet about it, that means
it's fine.
Yeah, it means it's pretty fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, they're just
Nobody's
trying to
pissed.
No, and the changes aren't like super huge. It's just a lot of rebalancing to competitive for the next year's championship series and everything.
Okay.
So, and also with the introduction, I mean, they had to do this anyway because with the introduction of the new set and everything, and the new V cards and all that, they're gonna have to go over that stuff anyway. So that's kind of the big major thing. There's a lot of updates, so go to the website, familiar yourself with those, because it's gonna be pretty important if you do play competitive and plan on doing it seriously.
Dude, we got to get you down to a tournament and you got to report back.
I want to definitely at some point.
Yeah, you got to go play an event and see what happens.
Dude,
that'd be pretty cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'd like to hear about it. Go down there and see if they do a draft or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be fun, and that'd be fun to add to the to the TCG time episode, kind of like do a rehash of my experience or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I can, we can tell me about it and all that good shit. Yeah. And,
Speaking of tournaments and all that, I did have a story about the pre-release tournaments for Cosmic Eclipse, but it's a little late now, so I'm not going to go into that now.
Oh, okay. Well,
everybody knows about it.
I'm not now going to ask you about it. I hate that. When somebody tries to bring up a story and then I now have to ask you should have just told me the story right there.
I mean, the story is that they're including Black Star promos with the battle boxes they're releasing for pre-release tournaments, which are no longer happening. So the only reason I was like, well, I'm not going to tell you now because it's like, well, you can't get those anyway unless you wanna. Unless you go to GameStop and drop $20 and buy one of the ones that they got.
I thought you were just playing coy.
No. It's like literally they were not holding pre-release tournaments anymore because it was already released on November 1st.
No,
and that news story was from October 14th, I believe.
Yeah, we were going to record. We were releasing stuff, but it was canned stuff.
Yeah.
During October, we were just so busy.
A lot of stuff happened.
We didn't have. Yeah, it's fucking life, man.
Yeah.
We didn't have time. So yeah, whoops. That one must have been in the can for.
Yeah.
On the list.
Unfortunately, I did get like one or two more news stories, but like that one I just mentioned, they didn't age well.
Oh, whoops.
They're moldy now.
Well, dude, moldy's moldy. Hey, that's the way we do things around here. We get to it eventually.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So what about you? You got any more Magic stuff you want to cover?
Yeah, I do, dude. I got a bunch. With Pioneer coming out, it's gonna have its own ban list. And,
wait, what?
The Pioneer format.
That's like a separate one from Expanded and all that.
Yep. It's got from all the other. So it's its own ban list
or standard rather.
Yeah,
sorry.
standard or modern. Or legacy. Yeah, they all have their own ban list too. So Pioneer has its own. Originally, when it was announced, it only had the fetch lands on there. Fetch lands slow down the game because it makes a lot of shuffling. Basically, it's a land that doesn't tap for mana, but it lets you go in your deck and get another land that then does tap for mana. So it involves a lot of shuffling. It's for paper Magic, it slows the game down a lot. Yeah. And not only that, but they're fucking expensive. They're like $100 each. And you need like 4 of them in like most decks, and you need like probably like 12 different ones in some of these decks. So it's like, if you really think about it, that's like you're $100 each, 400, 800, 1,200 on fetch lands.
Yeah, it's not good for tournaments at all either because they will penalize you for taking too long.
Yeah, yeah. That's illegal against the rules.
It is.
And so that basically made all the other cards that were banned in Modern. Like there's a bunch of cards like this card Deathrite Shaman, and there's a shitload of them that are on the Modern ban list.
Okay.
That suddenly their prices like spiked like crazy sauce.
Damn.
Like in Magic Land. Like Deathrite Shaman, for instance, he was like a $2 card because he was banned in Modern. He used to be like a $40 card or something like that. I forget exactly what. It might not have been 40. I forget. That might be too much. I think he was 25. But then he got banned. He went down to like $2. Now that Pioneer was announced and that he's legal again, he's up to $15.
Shit.
So the weekend
cool.
Pioneer got announced, it got announced on like I think a Thursday afternoon. Sorry. That weekend, all like the vendors, like Magic card vendors, suddenly had a run on all this random shit that they haven't been able to move in years, and they were all wicked happy because they got to move a bunch of inventory and make a ton of money because people are making decks that were banned. So like all the cool shit that's banned out of Modern, like Stoneforge Mystic and the Copycat Twin and Saheeli combo and with Felidar Guardian, fucking go infinite. It's crazy. Like all that crazy shit that was banned out of Modern, like you can do that in this Pioneer mode.
Hopefully people hung onto those cards then.
People have binders full of that shit, dude. Yes, it's ridiculous.
They have binders full.
Dude, people made thousands of dollars in MTG finance.
Such a Mitt Romney thing to say.
Yeah.
Binders full of shit.
It's a real TCG guy thing to say of Mittens over there.
Mittens
is a TCG player, I think.
Apparently.
Yeah,
he's got binders full of shit.
Yeah, so a bunch of wicked random cards just fucking spiked in value. Go look in your old binders, guys. Check shit out, man. I'm telling you.
Do it. You can be sitting on a gold binder.
Time is valuable, important here because the ban list for Pioneer is going to be whenever the fuck they feel like it. As frequently as they feel like it. Out of cycle with the normal ban list announcements that are usually scheduled. They have like a ban list that they do on a certain day every month. They have an announcement and they do like 12 of them a year. Well, this format's gonna have a bunch of bans outside of those scheduled announcements.
Oh, wow, damn, you're right. When you were talking about earlier about there being like frequent banning. You weren't kidding, huh?
Yeah.
Just
Well,
about every
they
month?
don't always say something's banned, but like it'll be like the day. So it'll be
Okay.
like, oh, it's ban day. Do they announce anything? And then they'll be like, no, nothing's banned. Or they'll be like, this card's banned.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like
So sometimes
a
there's
bunch of,
nothing.
like, every time. Like
No,
oh, okay.
no. Sometimes there's
Like,
some,
damn.
and sometimes there's none. But recently there's been a bunch.
Okay.
Like, and it's
So it's
been
just a time they set aside to be like, okay, well, if we do, then we do, and it's gonna be today.
yeah, exactly.
Alright.
So
That's cool.
you know, so like if your card's out there and it's not banned now in Pioneer, it could be. But here's the thing: like a lot of the stuff that was bannable back then, or was banned in Standard because it didn't have like good answers in Standard.
Right.
Well, this format has a bunch of shit in it, and there are better answers now for a lot of the stuff. So
Okay.
stuff that was like broken then isn't necessarily broken now because there's stuff around that can deal with
There's
it.
a good counter to it.
Exactly. And that's what Magic's all about, dude. It's like knowing what the person has and knowing how to play against it and shit, and then
Hell yeah.
using your sideboard to beat them. That's why sideboarding's so important, dude. That's why Arena's bullshit. So
That's why I read his book. That's why I play Magic Online.
that's
again.
why I'm playing Magic Online. I love it. Dwarf Fortress is my favorite game.
Oh shit, dude!
I
I never
have-
asked you on the last podcast what you felt about I mean, you don't have to now, but I meant to ask you what you thought about Dwarf Fortress Meowth. I'm like,
Dude,
how can you like Dwarf Fortress and not Dwarf Fortress
well,
Meowth?
because I don't like the new Pokemon game. Unfortunately, I'm the
true.
one. I'm all about the Dexit, dude.
Yeah,
I'm sad about that shit. It bothers me on a level that I'm still kind of like I don't because okay for me, in my case, uniquely, it's a large buy-in to play the game because I don't currently own a Switch.
right.
So like I mean, this is a complete.
So you'd
this,
have to
this
have
isn't TCG.
So you'd have
related.
to have something like a real incentive for you to buy the
To-
console and the game.
exactly, and there's no other real game I want to play on the Switch.
Oh yeah, so that makes
So it's like
that's
I'm
a big
like
problem.
I'm like what else would I do? Mike now, but here's the thing. Like so, VP of marketing Loudly, my girlfriend, love of my life, she wants to play a bunch of games that do exist on it. So I'm probably gonna get it for her.
right.
And she's gonna play it because I know she really wants to play the Pokemon game.
Yeah.
and and it's her birthday and it's Christmas. And,
shit.
You know, I mean, she did just have a heart transplant and all that stuff.
Yeah,
And
for real.
I feel like if my girl wants a Pokemon game, I should probably help her get it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's probably a good idea.
I feel like that's fair.
That's probably a good. That's probably a good gift.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway. So so tangent done. Did you have any more news stories?
I did not.
You're out.
No.
All right, I can keep talking for a few more minutes. Let me see. So there were My Little Pony sleeves in Magic the Gathering, dude.
Yeah.
I logged on to Arena, and Princess Fluttershy's butthole was right on the back of my goddamn...
It was for a good cause. At least it was for sick kids. So
Dude.
there's that. The sick kids. They need your money.
But my question is, why the fuck did it have to be My Little Pony?
That's a good question. Maybe because a lot of bronies play Magic. Maybe I don't know.
That actually is very accurate.
And because friendship is Magic. Shit! Mind blown.
Well, anyway, safe to say, did not buy one. Logged off Arena immediately.
He did not.
Dude, it just makes Arena. It's not what I want to do when I play Magic, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks nice, I guess. It's just standard. That's the problem. Like,
Right.
I don't know. So I've been so upset with Arena for multiple reasons. I'm sick of playing against Oko. I fucking hate him. I also hate the Witch's Oven. And I hate the Cauldron Familiar deck. I hate playing against it. Nobody understands that when they have that fucking thing in play, they have to pass priority on my turn. If it's my turn and you have the oven out, you have to pass priority to me. God damn it. Pay attention.
Shit, that's annoying as
It is
hell.
infuriating.
That's really annoying.
I really hate it. It
That's
makes me. I
terrible.
auto concede to it. Look, it's not the most powerful strategy. Okay, it's good. It's good. It's solid. It's got a good place. It's actually cool. I would use it.
Right.
Like,
Pay attention to what you're doing.
but definitely, if you're gonna run that shit, fucking pass priority, dude. If you're not gonna pass priority, you're a trolly bitch. And if there was a way to report you, I would.
True story.
You know, like it really is obnoxious, and it's so
super
ubiquitous,
obnoxious.
dude. Everybody's running it, kind of.
Yeah.
Because like mono black is another deck, and people are putting it in that. People are putting it in this aristocrat deck that isn't really an aristocrat deck, but it is. I guess it is. I don't know. And then there's this oven deck that people are running, and it's like, dude, it's
All
just
of the food.
a lot of the decks in standard right now are just obnoxious to play against, and that's not a fun place to be. I like it when the decks are fun to play against.
Right.
So I logged on to MTG Go, and or MTGO. I keep saying Go. It's not.
MTG.
Oh, it's so Moto. They call it Moto. It's for short. It's easier to call it Moto. So playing Moto, I tried to log in with my account I made years ago. Couldn't. Got locked out. Forgot the fucking password. Don't have that email anymore. So I made a new account. I bought the new player bundle. And then I took my new player points and I queued up for the Modern Gauntlet. So the Modern Gauntlet is basically they like assign you a random deck from like Modern, and you get to play. So like I got like a Storm deck. I got like
cool.
this Titan deck.
So you don't really know what you're gonna get.
Yeah,
like,
well,
ahead of time?
there's only a few that they assign you in the pool, but you don't know what you're gonna get. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's kind of
those
cool.
options.
So it's like kind of. Does it kind of feel like playing a draft then? Almost?
Not really a draft, but it just like it's a cool way to jump in and play a really powerful deck that you wouldn't have $1,200 to play all the cards for.
Yeah, okay.
It's like a cool
makes
it's like a cool way to just get like a sense of like how to use the client and stuff.
That's cool.
Like so I played through all those. I did pretty good. I got like a pack or two. That was fun. What else we got here? Then I bought into Modern, and I bought a budget black-white aristocrat deck running like Blood Artist and Zula Port Cutthroat. And that's like basically when a creature dies, I drain you for one and I gain one.
Ooh, damn.
And, it's budget. It was only like 22 ticks. So a tick's like $1. So it was like a $22 deck. And I'm playing a $22 deck basically in a place where people are playing like $1,200 decks. And I'm catching some wins.
Nice.
It's all about the sideboard. Modern is it is the format of the sideboard. It's all about knowing what you have and how to play against it with my sideboard. It's really fun. It's magic,
That sounds
man.
cool.
I had a really good time with it.
That sounds awesome.
Then I played a couple drafts of Throne of Eldraine on Magic Online.
Ooh. Nice.
I played 2 so far. I went 0-3 in both of them.
So
I didn't win a single game. The competition on Magic Online compared to Arena, holy shit, dude.
like next
Real
more
players.
skilled, yeah.
Real players.
So less infuriating than
Everybody.
the arena for sure.
Well, no, it's more infuriating slightly because I never win.
Yeah,
I never win.
Everybody's
good.
I'd rather lose to somebody who's incredibly skilled and good though than someone who's like lose to someone because they're just like I don't know, just they got lucky or they were just
Or they're just
bumbling
running
around
the most
or
OP
running the
thing.
clock or like the OP. Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
it's just running the most OP thing is
Yeah.
the problem in Standard and on Arena. Arena only has Standard and Brawl, and it's a Standard client, so you can't play all these other formats. But, yeah.
I'd rather lose to someone who's like doing really well and really skilled and everything than someone who's just cheesing, basically.
Well, exactly. But now that I've learned the format a little bit, I'm actually getting some wins here and there, so it's fun.
Noise.
So, but it's just a way better competition. I'm just enjoying it overall way better.
Nice. That's awesome.
And the cool thing is you can make money playing too. So if you're actually good at doing the drafts, you get like these treasure chests at the end. And if you like, say you go 5-0, which is kind of hard to do, you get like a shitload of them and you can sell them back and get tickets. And tickets are what you use to get into the tournament. And each ticket's worth $1. So you can like, you get 11 chests, you sell them back, you get however many ticks that's worth. You just made money.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah, you get like 2 ticks per chest or whatever.
Nice.
So it'd be like you say you get 11, it's like $22. So you made $10 for playing that draft or whatever.
That's cool.
Yeah, man, it's not bad.
It's cool that you're getting something back from it. That's neat.
Yeah, I should have been playing fucking Magic Online for way fucking longer. But mainly I wasn't because again I use Linux. And,
Shit.
like I had a serious problem trying to install it for like the longest time. There's a like when it starts up, it has a I don't exactly know what the fuck it's called. I forget now. But it has like this little thing that like checks the connection or checks to the server. It's like, but it's some Microsoft based fucking little program that does it. And like I couldn't figure out how to get that installed into the wrapper I was using, but I finally figured out how to do it, and then I got it like installed, and now it's sweet.
Nice.
Cool. The last time I used it, I just had it on my Mac because there was a way to install it on the Mac pretty easy.
Yeah.
Like way back when, but like, you know, but Linux. So, but I figured it out. So yeah, now it's easy.
You just reminded me of something actually that I did forget to mention.
Oh yeah,
we're talking so much about Magic the Gathering Arena. This rumor is kind of unsubstantiated at the moment, but there are strong reasons to believe that the company that the development team that did Magic Arena might be doing a new Pokemon app, trading card game app in a similar vein, I guess. Because the one that's out right now has been out since like 2008. It's starting to get pretty old. It's not aging well. And everything. And it could definitely use a whole new redesign as far as the UI and a bunch of other stuff. So I don't know. I feel like that might be kind of interesting. I would like to see maybe.
Cool. I'd try it.
Yeah.
If there was a Pokemon in like Arena client, I'd definitely jump in and try some games.
Yeah.
That would be more accessible to me because I'm never going to play it in paper. And like, if we're going to continue this, like one of us is going to have to like just get into the other person's game a little more.
Yeah.
I feel like that's essential. I really wish it would be Magic. But you know me. I mean, Pokemon's more popular. You guys actually come here for our Pokemon stuff. You guys love it. So it's cool. We'll do both. We're going to do both.
Oh yeah, both.
But that's cool, man. I'll try it. I mean, the Arena client sucks, but I mean, whatever.
Not as bad as the old Pokemon client, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely probably an upgrade to somebody, but it still is pretty crappy. I mean, it's got performance issues, and there's a lot going on there. They're making it better, though. That's cool. I will definitely try to play Squirtle on some like cool 3D fucking Pokemon card game shit.
Very cool.
That'd be
Squirtle.
awesome.
Squirtle Squad.
What else do we got? You got anything else? I got one more over here.
I got nothing. That's the only thing I forgot to mention.
Let me see. What else is on this paper? So for Pioneer, I am going to play. I've been looking at decks. I don't know what I'm going to play yet. They're all fairly expensive, and no one has really brewed any budget ones yet because the format is so new. So most of the content creators that I like to go like get deck lists from sometimes, or like modify their deck lists to my taste, haven't really posted any. Saffron Olive has done a few, but they're all like $250 decks, and it's just a weird time for me right now. So I don't have $250 to blow on a Magic deck right now.
Yeah, not right now for sure.
Well, in paper it would be even more than that. Yeah. But I will be playing some Pioneer. I'll let you guys know what's up and how I think and all that shit. It's gonna be. I mean, I'm probably just gonna get smashed all day, but I don't care. Whatever. I don't even know how much of this aristocrat deck I have right now is actually legal in Pioneer. I should probably check. I think a lot of it might be. I'm actually going to try to import that list and try after this. But yeah, dude, Magic Online. It's sweet. You guys should play it too.
Nice. Where can people find that?
At magiconline.com, I think.
Cool. Well, I didn't know if that was like a Steam thing.
No, it's not Steam, no. Yeah. You have to go find the client and download it from Wizards. You can get it at wizards.com for sure.
Cool.
All right, so that was all I really had.
All right.
Yeah, did you... TCG time? Episode 3?
Episode 3.
Yeah, man, cool.
It was a good time, yeah. I enjoy talking about that. I always enjoy talking about, like, you know, I'm becoming increasingly more interested in the card games as we go, both of them, Magic and Pokemon. So, and I'm learning a lot from both.
Yeah, I hope one day you just wake up and go, damn, dude, I just want to play some fucking Magic. And then you like log on to Arena and play a ton of games. And then you're like, dude, you know what? I was playing a fucking mono red deck the other day. And then we turn into this crazy Magic the Gathering show.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what we should do, man.
That'd be cool.
People look at it a lot, man. They're downloading our cast quite a bit. This TCG time, the last episode we posted, had probably the most like actual downloads of our podcast MP3 of any show we've done.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, I saw some of those figures. They were pretty, that was nuts.
Like actual physical downloads. Like
Oh,
every day new people are coming and downloading it. So we appreciate all of you. You can find us at thearcadebros.com. Our email is arcadebrospodcast@gmail.com or thearcadebrospodcast@protonmail.com.
Oh, yeah, Proton.
And we like Proton Mail too now because, encryption. And they don't read your email. So, yeah. You got anything else you want to add, bro?
I got nothing, man.
All right, we're going to get the hell out of here. So we'll see you all in a couple weeks when we record again. Till then, I don't know.
Take care, everybody. Stay classy.
Yeah. Don't bend your cardboard.
Don't bend your cards.
Later.
Fuck you.